Guys, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
You hear the rumble.
5, 4.
Hey, Katrina, come here.
3.
Water's
2,
on.
1.
Come here and watch this thing. It's
Aboard.
31 lit.
We have liftoff. Go Super Heavy.
Oh.
Go Starship.
They had it aboard, but they lifted off anyways. What?
Here we
There's
go.
a fire on the launch pad.
On like Donkey Kong.
Chinese hold clamps.
Here we go.
They aborted.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I get it.
That was good.
Good one.
Booster
Yeah.
Raptor chamber pressure.
Did they really have it aboard?
No.
No.
Look at that big
Okay.
33.
Normal Cam is not happy.
Is it
33
ever
on the
happy
bottom.
after? Let's be real.
That's crazy.
It'll be a cold day in hell before Nerdle Cam's happy after a launch. Let's be real here.
Alright, we are about 45 seconds.
That's some crazy
into
stuff
flight.
right there,
We're still getting
Katrina.
the rattle here.
Yes,
at Star
ma'am.
Factory. We
Swing
are
the
seeing
chair around just
33
for a
out of
second.
33 Raptor engines lit
I know
on
you were
super
fixing to
heavy
do
as it
something,
arcs across the Gulf. Coming up next
I
on
just wanted
Max
to interrupt your
Q.
business for a little bit. Okay.
I think Ickis.
Yeah.
I think Ickis is hot
Look at
micing.
that.
Yeah, Ickis, you're hot back in.
Man. Yeah.
Max
Alright,
Q.
so at this point, we've passed through that period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. The next thing we're looking forward to
That's cute.
is going to be hot
That
staging.
beautiful mock
So
diamond.
we've got 33 out of 33 Raptors lit. Super heavy makes its way uphill.
I was focusing on the duct tape
Hot
they have
staging
holding down
is
a
going
cable.
to be coming up.
Look, you can see the
in
build
just a
site
little over
behind
a
down
minute.
below.
At that point, we're going to see all but 3 of those Raptor engines on super heavy shut down. Our version of
Yeah.
MECO. Most engines cut off instead of main engine.
That piece of duct tape's going to be the only thing that survives re-entry
And
on
then
this
after
vehicle.
that, we're going to release
Well,
the clamps that are currently
landing.
holding Starship to that hot stage adapter. It's then going to ignite its 6 Raptor engines to push it away from super heavy and then start making its flight uphill. So in about 30 seconds, we're going to see the engines
What a
start to
day.
shut down on super heavy. You'll see them
That's
kind
still
of shut
ro-
off in
rolling.
separate banks until we've just got those 3 center engines that never stop running for this process, and then looking for 6 ship Raptors. All right. MECO coming up in about 10 seconds. See the engines throttling down.
Stage.
Booster engine cut off.
Ship
There
ignition.
are 3 engines.
Alright. See. Alright, separation confirmed.
One engine
Stage
down,
separation.
one booster.
Use backburn startup.
Nope, looks like we lost an engine.
All right, successful hot
6
staging
engines.
maneuver. So we've got 12 of the 13 engines lit back up on boosters, so it's doing its boost back. Real excitingly,
Ship
though,
chamber
we've
pressure's
got 6
nominal.
out of 6 Raptors lit on ship there, so it's now going to continue
a
to make
beautiful
its
picture.
ascent into outer space. Meanwhile, this boost back is happening. We're using those 13 engines. So
Is that
everything-
purge from the
well,
ceiling,
12 out of the
something we've seen
13, and then
previous
we go
flights?
down
That's
to
the
3, and then
purge
we're gonna
system.
shut down for the end of boost back. That's sending super heavy.
Nitrogen.
Yeah, that
towards
is
its
normal,
planned
Thomas.
splashdown zone
Okay.
in the Gulf. Right after we finish this boost back burn, we're also going to separate the
I guess
hot
if it wasn't
stage.
nitrogen,
This will
bad
be the
things would be
final
happening by now.
time
Yeah.
It mitigates the fire
that
in
we're
the
doing
skirt.
this is-
Yeah.
All right, there's the end of the
So,
boost back
but yeah,
burn.
I've seen it before.
Boost back
Should
burn
be seeing
successful.
the hot stage.
Yeah. Hot
There goes the
staging.
hot stage ring.
Oh,
At
that was
this
a good
point,
shot.
it's not
So
really
the hot
needed.
stage separates. It's going to make its way down. Also splash down. In
Last
the Gulf.
time ever.
In the meantime, though, these 6 ship Raptors are going to continue firing for about 5 more minutes. Next up for the booster, though, is going to be its landing burn. There's a cool tracking shot. We dump some of the prop out on our way back in. All right, so for booster, this is one of the main things we're trying to get is going to be this landing burn. So you can see the hot stage kind of making its way towards the very the left side, so that's the bottom of the booster. It's about to pass right in front of where you can see some of that prop dump happening. They look like they're close
Thunder
together,
for big.
but
Oh
there's
my
a
God,
good
is that a
amount of distance
UFO?
between them and the hot stage.
I want to see that turn on and just go whoop.
off while the booster comes out for its landing burn.
That's a delicate dance, having the hot stage ring and the booster fly on
Starship
separate
is on
flight
nominal
paths there.
Well, that's the reason why they're combining
Looking
them.
good on our
It's a risk.
trajectory,
Yeah.
looking good on everything.
And it's
Jacob,
probably
Andy, you guys
further away
with me
from the
down there?
vehicle than we think. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
crowd
thinking.
is gathering over here in the office. You can definitely feel the energy in here. Great to see that booster is making its way down to the splashdown zone in the Gulf.
Yeah, the shaking down here was absolutely nuts. The windows are still there, still intact. So that was pretty awesome.
It's the
But yeah,
Cameron's
booster's
top
coming down.
speed.
We're at about 30 kilometers. All right, yeah, and as we approach that landing, just like tower catches, we will be doing a 13-engine landing burn to slow down. This time it will be in a V3 configuration.
It's spicy
And as we're
in
starting
there.
to get into the denser
Yeah.
part of the atmosphere, the booster is using 4
Warm.
hypersonic grid fins to guide itself through atmospheric entry towards its landing site.
And we're just about 20 seconds away.
And as we're starting to get into the dense.
show the engines. Show the engines. Come on now.
First ignite the center 13 engines.
Give us straight on shot, well, guys.
I want to
slow
see
down
the 5
booster
engines.
formation. And finally, that will come down to 3, and we'll cut all of them off.
Look at that
while we're
red.
still
Oh,
about
oh, they're losing
200
it. Oh,
meters in
there.
the air.
Oh,
So booster
caught
is
it.
gonna see a
Just
bit,
barely.
hard of it.
Booster landing room startup.
All right.
Oh, it was these 5, okay.
There we go. 3 in the next ring.
5 to 3 is what they said.
Yep.
Now they're gonna cut off early and drop it. Oh, yep, there it goes.
And there we heard it.
All
Booster
right.
landing burn shut down. We saw
And then drop.
a 13
There we go.
V3 demonstration.
Kaboom!
And into the water we
Nice.
Beautiful.
Well, let's pray for a ship to survive.
Absolutely awesome. If you can even hear us right now, congrats to the whole SpaceX
I want
team.
video of that thing
So
exploding.
good for today.
Yeah.
NSF will
Was
have one, and every
incredible.
astronaut as well.
All right, great stuff, guys. I'm jealous of the crowd. All right, back to ship. Ship's still making its way. We've got a little under 2 minutes left in this ascent burn, so we've got all 6 Raptor engines still firing.
I wonder if the deluge
So
fired up.
the next major milestone we're going to be looking for
On
is
booster
SECO.
landing.
That's our second stage engine cutoff. That's should be coming right at about 8 minutes and 58 seconds into flight. So we've got about a minute 20 still to go. Really cool to see booster go through that that landing burn. That was one of our really key demonstrations we wanted to try and do today. Is that's mimicking what we're going to be hopefully doing. Oh, we just got our sonic boom, sounds like, from the booster
Nope.
coming
Took
back.
a while.
Camera, what are you doing?
All right, less than a minute to
Okay.
go. So we are going to
Got me
see
worried there for a
the
minute.
3 RVACs, the vacuum optimized engines, shut down first, and then we'll shut down those 3
That's
center
just that's
engines.
just
So it should be a
Gaussian
little over a
blur.
minute
Advanced Photoshop
until
101.
Just a reminder, this is putting us into a suborbital trajectory, so we're intentionally
That
just
that
going
thing that's
slow enough
above
that
the
we're not gonna
above
achieve
the
full
engine
orbit, which puts
diagram,
us
the
on
like
course
the
where
gauge thing.
those
That's
engines shut
fuel
off,
level,
and
right?
what
Yes,
we're coming
Yes.
at
mate and
Starship
fuel.
is
landing
internal
zone
guidance.
in the Indian Ocean.
And
All right,
instead of
terminal
having
guidance,
it
so
separated
ships
out
are
like
seeing
on the old
shutdowns
version,
come up
they
in just
decided
a
Yeah.
to
couple
combine
seconds.
it into one, which
Less
is
than 30
very
seconds to
annoying,
go
I must say.
in this
Yeah.
ship ascent burn.
What is here depends on what's inside here. Like once they transfer it over to the speed, now this is a
Arvac shutdown?
odometer.
Yeah.
Our vacs have shut off.
So since it's the engines, then that's the fuel level.
3 more to go.
Yeah, those 3 center have really good deep throttles.
SECO.
They can get that fine point.
We made it.
Beautiful.
Nice.
All right.
Eco, yes.
That's
Toast
just weird.
time.
Why isn't it spinning?
All right. All
I heard the
ship
crowd.
Raptors have
Shut
shut
your mouth.
off.
Don't open your mouth like that.
You just heard nominal orbital
I heard
insertion.
the
Nice.
crowd
We
cheer
are
again,
on
it's
the
so
path
good.
that we
Nice.
wanted to be. So we've got a ship back in space.
Let's hope engine chill lines don't
whole
blow
lot
up.
planned for it. Lots more still
Oh.
to come. Great to see
There goes
Raptor
the
Heavy
spin.
make its way to
Wait,
the
are they
wall.
doing dummy
But
deploy
I'm
on
excited to
this?
see what
Yes.
ship can
Yes,
do in
they are.
space. How's everybody
8
doing down
of
there?
them.
It's not
Ask for
going orbital,
forgiveness,
so
not
I don't
permission.
think that would be a problem.
Just using the
That
Starship
view on your
Wi-Fi, so
left,
it's not
you're
external.
basically that would be if you were sitting
There
at
you
the
go.
very top
Bounce
of
it off the
Dusco
Starship,
looking
yep.
down. So
Yeah.
there's kind of a short stack. There's 4 on either side, so 8 total.
What?
when we
Bounce the
start flying
satellite off the
Starlinks.
Starship like last
Uh,
time?
You
for
got
their-
like 40
their actual
feet for
deployed missions,
Bluetooth.
we're gonna be carrying
Just
Why
stacks of
not?
about 60. So
I want to
These
see the thing
numbers-
re-entering. That would be
larger
pretty
stack
awesome.
Once we start flying these operationally.
Oh, that'd be
but still
awesome
doing
for sure.
A little bit of a short just for this payload deployed today.
Oh, it's moving. Deploy time.
Looks like we got a little bit of movement there, Dan.
Coax
There
it
it
out. Get it
goes.
moving, Jake.
Ooh.
Oh, there it goes.
And now the
Oh,
camera.
yeah.
First one
Oh,
going
please
out.
keep that camera. Please keep that camera.
Hey, they're
I'm a
not
little behind
bouncing.
you guys.
Yeah, here's a
They're not
question: will they bounce off the edge
Magazine
on
loaded
this one?
and
Any of
They're
fire.
not. They're not bouncing already. Thomas, they were bouncing already last time. It looks
Last time
like
they were,
sort
but
of-
this time, will they?
We do a little reset
No,
to
it
the
looks
center
like they've
position.
already stopped it from happening.
Well, that
Yeah,
one had a
that-
bit of angle
Yeah, it
going
takes
on it
about
when
a
it went
minute
out,
for
so I'm
each one.
I'm still, and it's always the rear one that's got the issue.
This one is clean.
Absolutely
faster.
perfect. A lot of the
No
bouncing last time looked like it was motor related.
Looks real smooth. too.
They
made a
were
couple of tweaks
manually
to those
controlling it and doing
Beautiful.
different settings.
Watched the last
That's what I
one.
was told.
Had a couple
So
of
I'm
bugs
hoping
on the
that
way
that
out,
was the
but
case, and they were
moving out super clean
basically
this
doing
time.
fine-tune adjustments, and
Yeah,
they
and
got
as
things wrong.
noted earlier in the show,
And
but
no
definitely
bouncing
worth
that time
repeating,
at all. That
Starship
was
will
rock
deploy
solid.
Starlink's more advanced V3 satellites, adding 60
Yeah.
terabits per second of capacity to the network per launch. So that's 20 times more than each Falcon 9 launch does today. Just incredible.
Yeah, and anybody that's been following Starship, you know, Starlink's kind of the MVP for these flight tests, where it's not only giving us the views we're seeing right now, but also just real-time data through every phase of flight. So we've got a couple dozen cameras on
Oh,
Starship.
grab the hold.
We've also got a bunch of cameras spread across the globe, including out in the Indian Ocean, where we've got our fun
Show us
views.
outside views.
There's another one.
Yeah, they had that camera and then they went away from it.
Suspicious.
And I mean, we're
CGI
using
for sure.
Starlink to bring all of this together. It's our
Totally.
shots you see here from our great team down here at Starbase.
Dang AI.
All connected. So Starlink not only giving us cool views off the planet, but also on the planet, help bring everybody along for all these Starship flights.
It looks a little bit smoother.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's the differences that make it exciting.
It's
I don't
yeah.
see any bounces off the edge yet.
No, they're perfect. They're not bouncing in the rail or anything. They're going out smooth as silk.
Yeah, we've got
But they do
4
have a little
Starlink
bit of a
terminals on the outside of Starship. and
rotation,
uses
but
that
it's
to
not
talk to
as
the
bad as the
constellation.
last ones.
And through that, we actually get about 120 megabits of bandwidth.
Oh, last time they were
downlink
bouncing all over
real-time
the place.
HD video,
Crazy.
all of our telemetry. So
Slight-
it's
slight
not just
wobble.
kind of
And it seemed to
giving
be
us these
induced
cool
by the
views
chain itself
inside,
when it was
but it's giving
like
all
each
that
chain
engineering
sprocket
data in real time,
gives it a
Yeah.
little bit of a bounce.
Re-entry, when normally
Maybe
the
it's
last one
a
builds up and blocks
maybe
you
it's a
out.
resonance thing and they've changed the speed. Maybe they're going just slightly
Powerful enough
faster now, so they
frequency
don't get
we're
that
able to kind of
resonant,
punch through that
frequency.
and still get that live view.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did seem slow when they were bouncing and hitting the edge.
They seem faster this time. I have to look at some side-by-side video, but it does seem like they're a bit faster this time.
The real question is, why don't they do 2 at the same time?
Don't think the chain is
I suppose.
good enough for
Because they want to space the satellites out.
Yeah, it gives them the start on spacing.
All right, next one out the door.
What I want to know is why do they have to retract?
There we go.
There it is.
There we go. There's your
We
snap.
get the door view, but there's no satellite deployed.
A little
It already
bounce. but
deployed.
I don't know why
nothing
you
major.
SpaceX.
You saw a little bit. Not much.
So
Alright,
why
yeah,
why
Starlink
that
is the
thing
world's
retracts?
largest satellite
Someone asked.
constellation operating in low Earth orbit to deliver
Yeah, well,
high
the
speed,
first-
low
Because it
latency
has
broadband
to
internet.
back up.
This provides
The
internet
stack
access
comes
to people
down, it
around
grabs the
world,
next one and
many of
pushes
who
it
have never
out.
had connectivity
Think of it kind of
before.
like how a
There we go.
gun
Okay.
like
And I understand it going up and down. What I don't understand is why the second satellite in each level has to come back and then go forward.
Starlink serves more than 150
Yeah,
countries.
I was wondering that
so
too
it
last
could
time.
pump enough speed so it could spit it out the
You
door
can see the
fast enough.
horizon of the Earth. That is
To
crazy.
meet the global growing demand for
Yeah.
The first
internet,
satellite on
SpaceX
each level
expanded
to
its
deploy.
factory over in
You talking about
Texas,
you talking about the
just
faint
outside
line there?
Austin, and
Yeah,
also
that's the
introduced
horizon
Starlink
of the
Mini,
Earth.
as well as an
Yeah,
upgraded version
I
of the
thought
Starlink
so.
standard kit.
Oh, it is too. Yep.
It's got a slight curve to it.
Yeah, and one thing to note.
Yeah.
about
It's
the
where it was.
satellite
Where it was
deploy
in the
is
earlier
that they
shot
will
too.
be
It's where it
following
was
the
in
same
the earlier shot when you
suborbital
could see
trajectory
properly.
of the ship. So these dummy sats will not be going in orbit.
I wonder if that's
Yeah, I would have
that-
agreed with you
enough
about getting the
on
speed up, but the first satellite comes out from a closer position, so they're able to get enough speed on the first one without backing it up, but they back up the second one, so that's what confuses me.
If my
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
visually,
to say.
visually it looks like they have two side by side. I might be wrong. I can
Yeah.
only assume that maybe they have it programmed that way so that it's consistent.
Oh, that is a really good view now. It's getting lighter, I think, hitting some clouds or something in the reflection of the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be just moonlight, which is crazy. Well, technically sunlight.
It might be something to do with the program. The chain runs all the way one way for one, but it's got to run even further on the second one, doesn't it? So that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
The second one, then, the chain's got to run further again.
It's probably just for consistency in the programming. If it tells it to return to 0 every single time, then there's no chance that there could be an issue.
It may be, yeah.
That one was
Alright,
almost
now with
aiming
payload
at the
deploy
door.
complete, Starship will now close its payload door
Good
and
stuff. That
continue
was
to coast
so
around
smooth.
Earth
That
to
was
the
so much
Indian
better.
It looks so empty now.
We still have a ton of major events to come today,
Yeah.
including Raptor Relight at about
Imagine what a full rack will look like.
37 minutes.
It's like 54 of them, right?
I don't know.
They said
Yeah, a
they
couple
can hit
minutes ago.
60.
That will be followed by atmospheric reentry and splashdown.
Originally, they said 54 Starlink satellites. They can always change it, but because they had a lot more capacity. One thing that was always really neat was that they could basically put the full capacity of a Falcon Heavy and 54 Starlink satellites. So they can convert all of their Falcon 9 fleet and launch customer payloads on the customer's dime and get free Starlink launches
Doors are
off.
closed.
Yeah.
Horizon's gone. Oh, that's a long shot.
Sounds like
There
the
goes the
employees are
door.
trying to say some sort of a chant. I just can't make out what it
Alright,
is.
with that
USA.
payload door closed, we're
Oh,
gonna
no, that's
sit
the right
tight,
shot.
enjoy
Oh,
the
there might be
views,
just
and
a
enjoy
faint bit of
Space
horizon
Jams
still.
again. We'll be back in
We
just a
need
few minutes
paid.
for Raptor Relight, and then head back for reentry.
Orbital missions, you'll have to do a deorbit burn to break out of orbit, send it back down to Earth. But in this instance, we're already on our way back down towards Earth. So this is just going to demonstrate the capability of turning one of these engines on. We should be coming up in just about 20 seconds or so, looking for one of those Raptor engines to turn back on. They've been off since we completed that successful ascent burn almost 30 minutes ago. Here we go.
Oh, Raptor ignition
Gimbal.
and shutdown.
All right, there was that.
Nice.
What was that chunk?
A little wiggle, ice.
Probably ice.
Yeah, it builds up.
Maybe a bit of insulation.
When you're wetting all the locks, the ice builds up.
Okay, that engine turning on looked amazing.
Yeah.
Nothing blew up.
Yet.
Yeah, so they
Not
fixed
yet.
the problem from last time.
All right, so congrats everyone on the milestone.
They had gas building up in the flap
We're gonna
areas
take another
where
break,
that's
and we'll be back for re-entry
connected,
in
and
about
Watch
they
for
had
the engine
plasma
chill
as well.
We'll see you soon.
What I wonder about is they're able to turn on one of those engines. I wonder how they're able to like handle the offset thrust of just having that one engine on.
Different position, slightly tilted.
Well, yeah, everything that was loose is gone.
They got rid of it in the first flight. Second flight, they did the same thing. Any construction
first
materials
flight-
left behind, it's gone.
First flight, they made a lot of FOD.
Starship just got rid of the FOD.
Ship is starting entry. Good attitude.
NSF helped remove some of the FOD the first flight.
All right.
Actually,
welcome
the
back,
car.
everyone.
It's saying it's
It's
starting
currently
re-entry. It's been
Earth's
re-entering
atmosphere.
forever now.
As a reminder, we don't plan to recover the spacecraft
gone
today,
over the top
but
of
rapid and
Madagascar.
reliable reusability
Oh yeah,
is the
technically
ultimate goal.
it's right at the Kármán line right now. So
As already begun, you can see plasma starting to build on the windward side.
on mine it just reached it.
And, you know, reentry is a critical phase of flight, and we need information on how the ship system
I keep seeing the pixelization. It's like, oh, wait, what's that? Oh, wait, nothing. What's that? Nothing.
Portion of flight because we need the ship to scrub off all
They
of
need
the
more
energy we
Starlings,
use
like
to
the
launch
version
rocket.
3s.
So remember the 33 engines plus the 6 engines on ship that we used to get up into space.
Somebody better call their
we're now
internet
using
provider and get this
aerobraking
pixelization
essentially to scrub off all that
fixed. You
energy.
know, I don't know.
Well, they're only paying
And
for
of
2
course,
Starlink
Starlink
satellite
is a big part of
services,
this, giving us the
so
views we have right now, and also letting us gather as much data as possible, which again is really the main reason why we
I wonder
do
if they're
these flights.
ever going to do any high
And the view we have
altitude
right now is actually a really good
Starlink
example, as we
satellites.
mentioned at the beginning of the
And
video.
also,
We
The
have
moon
some
missions we
tiles
get
on
closer
the
and
leeward side of the flaps here, and we have
You're
some
not
different
making my
mechanisms.
launch from the most high
maybe I
altitude
should
ones, and you get even
Basically to
better
see if these
coverage
tiles will hang
on these things.
Yeah.
And
there was some
we can
talk
see
about it
already
from
here, like,
SpaceX
most
that they would
fun,
consider
but
doing
I
Starlink
think I see a couple
satellites.
there that are no longer there, so the thermal team is definitely going to be digging into that.
I think that
and
there's
Did
still
anyone catch what they're looking for these?
on V3. So yeah, Starlink provides us with one more path to collect data and help us.
Did anyone catch what they were saying about those tiles in the back of the wing?
And if the
Back
ship
of the
has
flap?
managed to make it all the way to re-entry,
No.
You want to
on the
rewind?
spacecraft flying through the Earth's atmosphere at
He just
hypersonic
said
Yeah,
that
it's
there
okay.
were
speeds,
test
or more than 5
tiles,
times the
and
speed
it
of sound.
appeared like a couple of them
Re-entry
were
is
missing, and
typically
that
a
will
portion
give
of
them
flight where we don't
more
have
information
communications
for
with
the next
spacecraft
ships.
because it's re-entering at or around orbital velocity, which is roughly 8 kilometers per second or 5 miles per second. At those insanely high speeds, the spacecraft moving through the atmosphere creates a plasma field around the vehicle.
Yeah, and that blanket of plasma distorts communication frequencies, so it's not uncommon to experience brief blackouts in communication. All right, so big picture here, Starship is designed to land on Mars where there are no runways or other humans to help out. So that means we need to do a propulsive landing instead of a more traditional means like parachutes, which is what our Dragon spacecraft uses, or a runway like the Space Shuttle. Propulsive landing enables more rapid reusability.
Now, as the ship makes its way back to Earth, we should
That's
start
mentioned
hearing some
because it's got
callouts.
almost no
We hear
atmosphere.
entry max heating and entry max Q. That means the ship has made
Flaps
it through
off
the
control of the
maximum
vehicle.
heating and aerodynamic loads it will experience as it returns. So if it makes it through all of those, that's a pretty good sign that we're doing well.
Yeah, and we heard flaps have control of the vehicle now.
Oh wow.
Okay, there's a great shot there. You're starting to see the plasma build up.
That is gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
Ooh.
So we will hear a call out when the ship is transonic
Something's falling
and
off.
then subsonic. Transonic refers to the period of flight where the velocities of airflow surrounding and flowing past the vehicle are concurrently below, at, and above the speed of sound, somewhere in the range of Mach 0.8 to 1.2. All right,
Do you
lot
notice the
numbers
lack of
coming up here, but
sparks?
for reference, commercial jets have a range of cruising speeds, but
Yeah.
most fly
Lack of
around Mach
burning metal this time.
0.74 to Mach
A few
0.85,
tiles fell
which
off.
is 480 to 575 miles per hour, or 770 to 930 kilometers per hour.
And there's probably a little
Right
bit of
now,
felt
we're
that came off
going
the flaps in those
a
areas
little
that they
over
removed the tiles.
26,000 kilometers
Well,
per hour.
look at the reflection of the.
With the angle they've got those flaps at, they should be able to make the flaps
After we hear the
considerably
call that Starship
smaller.
is transonic, we should hear the call out that Starship is subsonic.
Right now, the
Subsonic
flaps are
propulsion
hiding
refers to
from the
speed that is much less than the speed of sound. So at that point, the ship's
from
velocity
everything, but
will
they're going to
start
need
slow
more
down,
of the
and
flaps
we'll be
once
looking
they
a
get
little bit
down
more
into
like
the
some of our
thicker
suborbital
atmosphere.
flights from
Yes.
at this point.
But you
almost
can
5
see
years
them
ago.
barely peeking out a little bit every once
Yeah,
in a
so
while. It's just
re-entry
a
so
slow
far is
little
looking
peak and then it goes
pretty
back
good. You
in.
can see that plasma
Like right there,
field.
it's going back in.
Also, again, with those missing tile experiments,
It's the aero
especially,
cover
we're
that's
putting the
taking the
ship through a
plasma.
lot
The
today,
flap is
but
further
things
in.
are looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, we're looking good. I do want
As
to
it slows down, I'll bring
remind
them out
people
further.
that we are pushing ship to the limits. We've done a lot of these missing tile tests. We did it back on Flight 10. Every time we do it, we throw something new and the ship makes it through. This time, we're really pushing it. We've removed these tiles in some of the spots that see the highest level of heating. And we remove tiles that have zero backup protection underneath. So there's essentially just bare steel It's one of the key to re-entry.
Oh.
Something big.
Something
That
just
doesn't
They didn't like that.
Do not be surprised if this is not a very smooth flight on the way down. But again, this is intentional. We are trying to find what are the limits for ship. How resilient are we to these different issues that could pop up? If we lose a tile anywhere in the vehicle, we want to know what that.
Oh, the flap
ultimate
material is
impact
starting to
is
warp.
going
Do you
be.
see that?
So
there's a seam.
we've got a
and
couple
it's starting to
missing.
warp just a little bit. It's heating
We
up.
had a bunch pulled over the
It's
primary
yellow, right?
fuel, the LOX tanks, everything. This one we've
You
got a
can
tile
start seeing
missing
the rainbow
right on
patina around the S38.
so that's going to see some of the highest temperatures during this re-entry, and there's just bare snow
I
right
can't
underneath
see.
it. So we're going to see if Starship's robust enough to pull through that. Also have some tiles missing around the aft flaps, specifically on the leading edge. So again, we're getting a really good look right at the
That
leading
stuff is
edge.
falling
That's
off.
getting really intense heating. So again, gonna see if it can make it through. See if all the flaps hold on. See if Starship holds together. But definitely could be a bumpy ride. But this is why we're flying. This is why we're flying in this part of the world. This is why we're putting Starship through these flight tests to really understand what its limits are. So we can then move on to the next thing. Just going to be bringing ships back to the launch site for a catch. But for now, still on this suborbital. The light show continuing. Keep following in. I think we got about 15 minutes until splashdown.
Yeah, Dan, it looks, you can see
I think a lot of
our
people
speed,
were coming.
our speed indicator in the
That
bottom left there,
sounds
it
so
looks like we're
rude.
starting to scrub off velocity a little bit quicker.
A lot of people were
Ship is
worried
entering
about
the
how the
peak
ship
heating
would go
phase of
lose
flight.
the tile or two, but it seems very resilient.
Big heating. Sun is starting to come up.
Now we're starting to see the sparks for real this time. But it's still, this is, quote, peak heating. So it's going to get cooler from here.
Pretty clean, to be honest.
Looks like we can see some clouds down there as we pass through 70 kilometers altitude.
Yeah, the sun's starting to come up again.
Well, it's still going to be plenty hot,
There we
right?
go.
But
That is shiny.
that is cool.
Ooh.
Oh, see that? The debris?
Skirt
Did they
is
say
intact
ASU?
so far this time. If you watch Flight 10, you saw we entered with a little bit missing. That was
Wow, look at those blue streaks.
ultimately traced to a little bit of buildup. We dumped prop on
That's
the way.
wild.
We had a little bit of solid build up, and then I got discharged with last plasma ignited. It took out a tiny bit of that skirt and some of the aft flaps, but Starship again was able to
Pretty
fix it
cool.
and make it all the way to that landing burn. We addressed that, changed some of our prop dump
But a couple
concepts.
hundred thousand feet high still.
Should not be seeing that this time around.
You can see the heatings now on the aft flap. It's getting red.
Well, you see the heating on the
And
hull
as a
itself,
reminder,
how it has
we're-
different layers?
In
Yeah, the
addition to
rainbow
these
patina.
missing tile tests, we're doing
Yeah.
kind of a unique flight on the way in. It's going to do what we call a banking maneuver.
65
so while we're
kilometers will
still
be
going
213,000
supersonic
feet.
and even hypersonic, we're doing kind of a banking turn, and then we'll do a pretty aggressive turn right as we get into the subsonic. And
We
start
all see
doing
these
our
banking
belly
maneuvers.
flop, and that's designed to essentially be the approach that we would do on a return to launch site and a tower catch. So don't be
Man, that
surprised
flap
if we
looks
see the
good.
ship start to turn and make a few maneuvers as it makes its way down to the Indian. And fun fact, even though we're doing all this turning, we're essentially targeting the exact same spot in the Indian Ocean we went to last time.
There's going to be two starships at the bottom of the ocean at the exact same spot.
It's easier to scrap them and get out what you need one time.
China coming in and taking some engines to see
Yep.
what's going on.
Play like
Ah,
lawn
that's
bowls
cool.
with the
That's-
ship and see how close they can land to it and sink to the bottom of the ocean with each other.
Is that why China's Navy's been patrolling the coast of Australia
just
over the
about
last couple of
12
years?
minutes to go. Still looking good.
I see.
That gives a pretty good view of those aft flaps where, again, on the leading edge, I think it might be on the one on the other side, we had some tiles removed with no backups
That's at
behind it.
200,000 feet now.
So again, we're really trying to stress some of the the most sensitive areas
He's
around
doing the bunking
Starship,
maneuver.
where basically if you lose a tile,
The nose
it's
is
the
a bit
worst
more
possible
towards the
spot. And
south.
if we're able to make it through this,
That's a great
then
view.
that tells us quite a bit about just how resilient this
Engine
vehicle is.
can.
Looking pretty good, I tell you, for all those many tiles that were missing.
Yeah, and that shot we just had earlier was looking at what we call the business end of Starship with all the Raptor engines. And those are the engines that
There's
we're gonna
not
be
that
expecting
discoloring
to
on the
light
stainless
at
steel on the back the
and
previous
burn
flights had.
hopefully
That
in
is.
about 10 minutes once we get through
But
re-entry.
it doesn't
Yeah, there we
seem
go.
doesn't seem as much,
Not yet, I guess.
perhaps.
Yeah, looking at E3, that's the one. It's the one we did the relight on. So it's 2 for 2 so far. We'll see if it can go 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It should get us a picture inside the ship.
All right, we can see that speed just continue to bleed off under 20
Yeah, he pretty much
thousand
by the numbers
kilometers
there.
an
That's pretty
hour.
clear.
Yeah, the number is getting dirty.
Yeah.
Ship's still holding together.
Yeah, and if you look in the bottom right, looks like we've made it all the way to the Indian Ocean. We're coming up kind of near Australia, the west side of Australia there. So pretty crazy. We're only 56 minutes in, and we've made it all the way, you know,
The nose
halfway
is
around the
pretty
world.
much south.
All those different tiles on the flap are interesting because some of them are damaged, some of them are not. So they're definitely testing different mixes or something.
Attachment points.
Yeah, attachment points to see how they handle vibrations
It's
and
actually
stuff.
a good
perhaps.
demonstration of a future capability we hope to have on Starship where we will do point-to-point transport on Earth. So essentially travel anywhere in the world in about an hour or so, which is, you know, going to be pretty crazy. Imagine going from New York to Sydney in 1 hour instead of the, 20 hours it takes currently.
Will be expensive.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing, though. Well, that's basically.
Trousers.
I don't think that'll ever be a viable option because of the amount of fuel that you'll have to consume to do it. But what is a viable option is, hey, you can go around the moon and land at Australia or wherever they have pads to take off and land from.
And a reminder, so this
wow.
camera is. Oh, we see the,
That doesn't
some
look
of the
good.
heat rate picking up a little bit. And this camera is embedded right in the end of one of those forward flaps, so you
is
see
that the
it
bunking
moving
maneuver?
around.
What's
That's
that?
the flap
That's the bunking maneuver.
adjusting to maintain control.
You can see
It's
the
like we're
nose
getting
going
into our
to the
bank
other
zone.
It's
side.
glowing.
But what's the
Glowing
cost
through
of
the gasket.
methane compared to aviation fuel? It's probably a whole
Cryogenic
lot
methane.
less.
Sliding through the atmosphere.
External temperatures are coming down.
So this is the
Liquid
bunking
oxygen
maneuver.
is the, I would think, the more expensive part. Or no, it's not that, it's the helium.
That looked like something bad at the back end, but maybe
They
not.
were doing the bunking maneuver. You
Oh, it's starting to warp a bit.
Vehicle is now at maximum dynamic pressure.
Something's heating up on that flap pretty good, yeah.
See if I can flip back.
All right, that was basically our reverse max Qs, so
Yeah, that left
most
flap is
aerodynamic
looking
stress
really
that it's
toasty,
going
and
to
that
see during re-entry,
that
we
image is
just
showing
passed
us the
through
same
it, so
thing.
we're past
Something is
that, we're
leaking,
past peak
maybe.
heating.
From
Ship's
the
still
Arvak.
holding together.
Well, they've
Yeah,
got missing
yeah.
tiles under those flaps.
So we're currently in this bank maneuver. We're going to see it kind of roll over and do a pretty significant
Crazy.
shift as we get down
Where's the
closer
fuel
to the
gauge?
subsonic speeds.
I don't have one.
There's just 50 tons of propellant left in the
Yeah,
header
that
tanks.
bank
That's
maneuver that
typically
Dan's
what they have.
mentioning is all in
Ah,
part
okay,
just
maybe
to
it's just
learn
coming
about
out some
the guidance
residual out of the
navigation
main
control
tank.
for return to launch site missions.
Oh no, they're
So
not showing
in
the
the near
fuel
future,
yet.
we're hoping to
That's the
return the ship
G-forces.
back to the same pad we just took off on 59 minutes ago, and we've got to do some of these pretty dynamic bankings to make that trajectory work out.
All right, the light show kind of calming down as we're starting to move into the lower
Yeah, but
parts of the
still in good
atmosphere. We
shape.
should hit transonic, so hitting that transition between moving faster than the speed of sound and below the speed of sound in just about 3.5 minutes. Our landing burn should happen right around an hour and 6 minutes after launch, so we should be just about 6 minutes away from that. You can see lots of daylight. Everybody cross your fingers, see if our range team is able to get out there and provide any surprise views as Starship makes its way down.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Could probably.
It's like they heard me.
Hello. Drone shot.
Still 44 miles out and they're showing this shot. That's awesome.
Ready and waiting. Let's go.
Dan,
I
you
need a
just
camera
spoke
to
that
point
view into
up.
existence there.
That's kilometers you're looking at.
You're right, kilometers, but it's still quite a ways away.
All right, there we go.
And that's the vertical.
So we're now starting
even further
into our
out.
really heavy bank maneuver.
Nope, the maneuver
we
starting.
go.
And this does almost like a half circle loop to our actual trajectory. We're heading to the same exact splashdown point, but we're kind of doing a more roundabout way to get there, where it's this kind of big, long half-moon loop and then a really aggressive and a twist right at the very end.
It's half a spiral that they're basically doing. That's crazy.
Yeah, like a corkscrew almost.
Starship on a return to launch site.
They're really starting to fly it. Fly it as an airplane.
Well, I think they have to do this because the tower that they built
it's behind.
requires them to do this.
How about that S38 decal there, staying strong on that view we
I've
just
been
had?
saying for a while when people say it has to come in the right trajectory, but I keep thinking that they can fly the ship. The
Is that engine chill we're seeing in the back?
Don't know.
Right, should be hitting transonic.
Looks like it could have been a leak for a while. It's
2.5
been happening
minutes.
for a while.
Well,
You
they've
could see
got
it earlier.
gases that they vent off too. So, as the propellants that are in there that are cryogenic,
Again, yeah,
that are still
we changed
residuals,
our launch times. We
boil
launched
off.
in
They
18
have
months,
to
so we
vent
get these
those.
daytime views.
It seemed to be
down in
coming
the
out one of the
Indian Ocean.
Outback
One of the things we're
engine
really looking
does.
for. The reason we have the drone.
Well, they also do
other than,
engine
yeah,
chill,
that
and
looks
they've been
really
doing that
cool,
for a little while. They have to do it
is
for like
we're
15 minutes
able
before
to
landing.
See
Yeah, but not
the
for an
Chevy. You can
Outback.
only see so much from these cameras. You can't see.
There's
the
fire
vast
coming out of the
majority
flap,
of the
maybe.
heat shield, so we throw these
See
buoys
there.
out there. We've
It was
got,
looking like it was coming out of the Outback.
Well, that right area is the.
That's a broken engine chill line,
They're
maybe.
playing with me in the control room.
Because
Alright.
that area blew through.
But we have these buoys
The
out
engine
there.
chill
We have
lines
these
come out
drones
of the
that we're
bottom of
trying
the
to
flaps.
see
You're also looking at the
externally how
aft section
the
on the
heat
right.
shield held
So
up.
the
Everybody
forward
saw
section,
from Flight
the
10
leeward
had
side,
a little bit of a paint job.
or windward side
a
is on the
little bit of a
left.
reddish hue. That was from
Leeward is on the
those
right.
metallic tiles that we had tested, kind of oxidizing really rapidly in that
Oh,
plasma.
wow,
Look at the
and then
bank.
spreading
Yeah, look at
those little
the
oxide
3D
particles all over the heat
model.
shield.
That's insane.
No metal tiles on this flight. So
Yeah.
not expecting to
Whoa.
see
Oh,
that.
nose down.
It's going sideways.
Oh wow!
Oh,
It's actually like
It is.
flying
You
like
can
a
see it
plane.
in the. You can see it in the camera
Hope nobody
too.
gets seasick.
yeah.
That is freaky.
All right, coming up on transonic
It's
shortly.
ridiculous.
It's about 2.5 minutes of landing burn.
Yeah, and once we get to around the 15-kilometer altitude mark, that's where we have a lot of flight history.
Starship is transonic, starting the belly flop phase of flight.
Yep, that belly flop phase that we
From sideways.
perfected in the suborbital campaigns. We're entering that now.
It's uprighting. We have to remember that we're looking at a flat view.
Corkscrew,
You
baby.
have to look at the horizon.
Has the aft flap moved at all?
It's straightened up now. It's coming around now. I think it's
Starting to
yoring.
get
I
those
mean,
Raptors ready. Should be 2 minutes away.
not
from
yoring. It's
landing burn. Again, we're gonna do
Yeah, it's
do a
moving.
flip.
yeah, yoring.
After we
Yeah.
ignite those engines, we'll
Oh,
go
yeah,
from
it's
3
stabilized
down to
now.
2 for the final
Out of the
phase
bank.
of the landing burn and look for another soft splashdown. Hopefully, by our buoy and
Oh,
drone,
10K.
which are hanging out, ready and
30,000
waiting for our ship.
feet.
It's fine tuning with the front flaps. Do you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just moving
Tipping
back and
forward.
forth rapidly just to fine tune it. Well, now they're moving too.
Oh,
Seeing all three center engines have entered the chill phase.
You know, the camera's still stumped.
Yeah, that is just really rotating. My goodness, look at that ship on the 3D. Yeah.
Trying to match the camera and the ship up to the sea waves.
All right, less than a minute to go.
The ship is making its turn for final approach.
5Ks.
Oh wow!
It's like doing S curves or something. This is crazy.
That would essentially position
Whoa,
it so it's
I'd like to see a
behind
ground track.
the launch and catch tower.
Holy, that's
9,000 feet.
Flaps holding strong. Landing burn in just under 20 seconds.
3,000 feet coming up.
Let's go, baby.
Ship landing startup.
Engines ignite.
All 3?
1,000 meters.
Yep.
Punching through the layer.
Oh, you can see the drone ship.
There's our landing burn.
Nearly hit it.
3 down to 2.
Starship has landed.
Come on, here's the boom. Here's the boom.
It's all black this time.
There it goes. Woo-hoo! Those COPVs are liberated.
Said, we're not planning on recovering the ship today.
COPVs
Welcome
flying?
back to Earth, Starship.
Cam left, cam left.
We are down in the Indian Ocean.
Oh, they're happy.
Let him hear at Starbase. What a day.
What a flight.
It's still moving 29 kilometers per hour.
Oh. All right. Welcome back to Earth, ship. What a day. A whole lot more to go through. As you just saw, everybody here at Starbase pretty hyped. Hey, Tyler, out of Hawthorne, how's everybody holding up?
Thank you, Dan. We had a fantastic time watching. It was another exciting Starship flight test in the books, and we hope that you enjoyed those Starlink views too. So congratulations to the team at Starbase and everyone here and around the company. So many employees contribute to the Starship program as we continue to iterate and make progress towards a multi-planetary future. So that wraps it up for us here in Hawthorne. Thank you for tuning in, and back to you guys.